Is there something going on with this fog and then people getting sick? Because hear me out. About 4 or 5 days ago, I was on TikTok and one of my friends had posted that there had been fog in her area for the last 3 to 4 days before that.
It's Boston, Hawaii. It was insane.
And with the sky, 4 days, 4 days straight, it's been like that. Now the mainstream
Fog started to form throughout the night. It's still here in the morning. It is really, really thick in downtown Dallas. And on top of that, it stinks. It smells like something's burning. It smells like sulfur.
Happy New Year, lovelies. It's Gracie here once again. I am hoping that from wherever you, my lovelies, are watching this from, you're doing great and you are having the final best moments of 2024. And if you're not, prayers to you and your loved ones. Yes, as always, we do have an interesting story to delve into, and I came across these videos on an American creator channel. Her name is Lovely T, and she was talking about, fog. And apparently there were lots of people that were saying that there's an unusual fog that is in the US right now, and it seems like something is not right because this is not the usual fog. The smell it gives, the way it looks and how it does not clear even when the sun comes out. And apparently it's not just witnessed in the United States of America. It is in Canada. People are, posting clips and videos and footages of this weird thing. And in UK, apparently even in UAE. So people are like, there is something that is not adding up. What is going on? Also considering, the plane crashes that have been happening of recent in just 1 week. So people have come up with different footages, and I'm going to display it on here. Let me know where you're watching from. Are you experiencing the same things? How is the smell? How is it affecting you? Like, is it really doing all of these things, or people are just trying to fear monger? And why is it that the government is not saying anything about it? Let's watch all these clips. We will definitely come back and talk about it.
Is there something going on with this fog and then people getting sick? Because hear me out. About 4 or 5 days ago, I was on TikTok and one of my friends had posted that there had been fog in her area for the last 3 to 4 days before that. And she was talking about how it is there in the morning and lasts all day into the night, and it hasn't gone away in 3 to 4 days. And I was like, that's weird. I wonder if she lives anywhere near me, because I'm in southeast Nebraska and it had been doing exactly that for the last 3 to 4 days here as well. So I go in her comments, and no, she's not from here. I believe she said she was from Houston or something. But then I look at her other comments, and people from all over the United States are talking about they have also experienced fog morning all the way to night for the last 3 to 4 days before this as well. And I commented and I was like, that's strange. Like, how do I come into somebody's comment section and people from Pennsylvania and Houston and southeastern Nebraska and Colorado are all experiencing this fog morning to night, doesn't go away for the last 3 to 4 days, and we are geographically in very different areas? That's strange. Didn't really think much of it, right? Other than that. Then a while, the next day, I'm scrolling and I see somebody else talk about this. And so I go into their comment section. Again, now people, Oregon, Florida, all over the place are saying that they've experienced this exact same thing. I understand it's cold and flu season, whatever. This could be just a weird coincidence, but now I'm seeing a lot of my friends and people that I'm, follow and stuff on social media talking about being sick, this red sore throat, really bad. I myself have been under the weather for the last 5 days. Nothing severe, nothing like what other people are reporting, but a scratchy throat. You can kind of hear it in my voice. Just kind of more tired and things like that. And I just don't know. it's just strange. It's just strange. The fog itself was strange. I even thought it was strange just when I thought it was just here in southeast Nebraska where I am. When it wouldn't leave for 3 to 4 days, I was like, that is strange. And then I start seeing all these people on social media talking about they're all over the country and they're experiencing the same kind of fog. Makes you think.
It's Boston, Hawaii. It was insane.
And with the sky, 4 days straight it's been like that. Now the mainstream
This fog started to form throughout the night. It's still here in the morning. It is really, really thick in downtown Dallas. And on top of that, it stinks. It smells like something's burning. It smells like sulfur. It stinks. And I've been seeing posts about this all over the globe. It's not just in the United States, as you could see in the very first clip. I'm not sure what it is, but I do know that I pray Psalms 91 over my family, and we shall not fear the pestilence that comes by night.
So then at that point, I post a video on Discord and I'm like, are y'all experiencing fog too, or is it just me? And so many people were in the weather room in Discord saying, yes, I'm seeing fog. We can barely drive. It's crazy. So now I go outside because somebody had went to Walmart. They were coming back to my house and they said they couldn't even find my house. They had to do the navigation. And so they're like, it's smelling like something burnt out there. And so I go out there to go see what's going on and I record what I'm seeing, but I'm also smelling something weird, like a fire thing, like fire substance, sulfur. And so now I'm freaking out. I post it on Discord and I come home and I come inside and I start feeling sick. Something is going on out here. It smells like smoke. It is super foggy. You can barely see anybody's lights. My floodlight just came on. Something is going on. You can't even see. It's just cloudiness all over. And then when I look on my cameras, it's all this stuff sprinkling on my cameras. I'm going to show y'all a screenshot. And it looks like it's snowing, but when we come out here, there's no snow. It's just fog. But there's nothing coming out, but it looks like it's like raining. It looked like it is. It don't. You can smell it. It do. And look. What now? You seen on my cameras how it look like rain. When you come out here, there is no rain, no nothing. It's just fog.
It smell like after a fire done got
burnt.
I'm looking at it.
It's something going on. Like my joints start hurting, my chest is hurting, my stomach is hurting. And so the young man that went out there with me, his head started hurting. I had to go get him some headache medicine. And then everybody who came back from Walmart, they started feeling sick. People's stomachs started hurting. People started getting headaches. I was having to pass out Excedrin, get people waters. So I don't know what we breathed in those few minutes of me recording the video, but like my knee started hurting. I was starting to get like muscle pains. It was so weird. And then I talked to Madia this morning, and y'all know Madia lives in Pakistan. She said they're dealing with a bunch of heavy fog out there in Pakistan as well. So this is something global that's going on. So then I pull up my cameras, my Ring cameras, and I'm just seeing all of this weird snow just falling, but you cannot see it with the naked eye. So now I go on TikTok and other people are doing the same thing. They're showing the same thing on their cameras. They can't see with the naked eye, but they're seeing on their Ring cameras. They're seeing on their cell phone cameras. I'm like, this is not a normal fog. This is not a normal mist. This is insane.
Can someone explain to me why in Manchester we've had nothing but fog for 4 days now? 4 days in a row. Normally, just behind these buildings, I can see for miles out of my window, but I haven't been able to see past these buildings here, barely seeing this main road, since the 23rd of December. It's now the 27th. And I know what fog is, and I've seen fog before, but I don't think ever in my life I have seen fog like this, like a blanket covering for 4 days in a row. And it's not even like it's disappeared and then come back. It's literally just been like this constantly since the 23rd of December. Is it just me, or is that not normal? I mean, if it wasn't for the lights there and the headlights, I probably wouldn't be able to see that road at all. Earlier on today, genuinely couldn't see a thing. I literally feel like I live in a Stephen King film. But yeah, it's pretty weird. Has anyone else ever seen this before? Has anyone else ever seen 4 days, even longer, of fog continuously? Get it in the comments. But yeah, I've never seen this before. What is going on?
Downtown Toronto, take a look, ladies and gentlemen. That's buildings behind me, and this is a really thick fog. 3 weeks ago or so, when we had a really big, thick fog, all the kids got sick. And then adults too. Everybody was sick. Everybody's just starting to get over it now, and here's a magical fog once again. So, putting it out there because this fog's eventually gonna lift. If we all get sick again, you know, it's in the fog. The fog. It's Pfizer fog. It's got Moderna mRNA technology inside of it. But this is fucked up. It smells. Can't see shit.
Okay, y'all. I look like shit, but I need to show you guys my air filter in my house. There's fog everywhere, and I've been feeling like respiratory issues for like a couple days now, like basically since the fog started. And I decided after seeing all the fog videos on TikTok, I would come and change my filter, which I do every month because I keep them on deck. I have like, ooh, Lord, I have like 8 of these and they're expensive, but I keep them on deck because I like clean air. This is a new one. Let me show you what my new one looks like. This is a new one, okay? It's a MERV 11 filter. Now, keep in mind, I just changed this filter like a month ago. Let me show you the one that I'm about to pull out. What? What in the actual fuck? Look at this filter, y'all. I've never pulled out a filter this dark in my life. This is not normal. It's black. Look at the new one. Oh my God, y'all. Oh my God. This is fucking crazy. I'm sorry. This isn't normal, yo. It's not normal. This fog is not normal. This is not normal. Never in my life have I ever seen a filter like this. Never. I change these all the time. I have a ton of them. This is banana.
What the heck is going on, guys? It is so freaking foggy out here, and it's been like this for like the past 6 days. I've been seeing this all over my FYP. This is definitely not normal for this time of year. I'm in the Midwest. I'm in Illinois right now, and it's been so difficult to drive. Right now, it's a little bit brighter than it was earlier, but the visibility is still low, so I'm gonna turn the camera. Oh, I don't see the option to turn the camera around, but so you guys can see, you can't see anything past that barn there, and it's been, oh my babies want to say hi. I've been seeing people all over the world experiencing this. I don't know what the heck is going on. I don't know why it's so foggy. Let me know if you're experiencing the same thing in the comments there. I just think it's super weird because this is not normal for this time of year for us. We farm, we track the weather every year. I've looked at my notes and I have not seen anything like this in January ever in my life. So let me know what you guys.
So I don't know if you guys can see this, but once again, I wake up and there's a mist, there's a fog around here. And I'm telling you, this thing really smells. I don't know, like, at nighttime when we go to sleep, the fog, the mist isn't there. But early in the morning, we wake up, it's here, y'all. What is going on? What is this about? It's not as heavy as it was yesterday. Yesterday, you could see that it was heavy, but it's still noticeable today. It's still noticeably there. Yeah, man, what is going on around the world? This fog, this mist is literally everywhere right now. And then just the smell of it. I don't know if anybody is North Central Florida also experiencing this. But yes, man, this is crazy. What is going on?
A mysterious fog has blanketed Minnesota for 4 straight days, accompanied by an odd odor. Coincidentally, I've been under the weather during this time. Are you experiencing similar symptoms? Have you noticed a mental haze? This unusual phenomena raises questions about potential environmental factors affecting our well-being. Let's explore the possible connections between this persistent fog and reported health issues. Are others noticing changes in their physical or cognitive state? It's crucial to gather information and understand if this is a widespread concern. Share your observations and let's unravel this puzzling situation together.
Different states, different cities, different countries are all reporting weird fog that smells weird, that looks weird, and this is supposed to be fog. And people are saying if you walk through this fog or you drive through it with your windows down, it smells like pepper or aluminum, and your throat starts hurting shortly after, or it's like a sting in your nose. So we have the fog, we have the bird flu, we have the Dior bags, then we have this mystery illness going on. People are calling it's like walking pneumonia, which is kind of similar to bird flu because bird flu is a respiratory illness and it makes your lungs congested and it makes it hard to breathe. So you have to be on a respirator. And this walking pneumonia kind of does the same thing. So is this fog something that's causing something, or is it to distract us from the Dior bags, or are we overreaching? But the most important thing is that we're having this conversation and we're trying to figure it out through authentic information sharing, because all these news big media outlets, they're not going to tell us unless it fits their criteria and their agenda. So it's important that we keep sharing. So put links in the comments of more videos.
Has anybody else noticed it's been foggy for days now, and the internet never fails to let me know what's happening? The first thing I saw said this is all down to geoengineering. What's that? I have no idea. Another thing I saw said it's down to chemtrails. If you don't know what chemtrails are, if you look at an airplane flying over and you see like water vapour coming out the back, a lot of people believe that's something dodgy by the government. Hey! Now, another theory that is quite interesting is the government doesn't want you to see what's in the sky. Now, I'm not too sure what that means, but one thing the fog did stop me seeing was the horse racing was on ITV. Couldn't even see the horses running. Weird. And then another theory, which is the obvious one, UFOs causing all this fog. And there are some people saying it could just be fog. A lot of different opinions. What do you think's causing all this fog?
All right, so it's crazy foggy right now. But that's not the weird part, okay? Like, number one, it's weird because as it gets later in the day, fog should lighten, dissipate, and it's really not. But the weirdest part is the taste and smell. It smells like after you set off a bunch of fireworks, and like the taste of the air is, I mean, the only word I can think of is toxic. It's super weird. And so I'm going for my walk and it's kind of worrying me a little bit. Let me know if you guys are experiencing something like that. That's weird. Yeah, I mean, it smells not right. And I'm 41. I've been through fog. This is something different. Let me know if you guys are experiencing something like that.
Okay, unless you're living under a rock, there is a fog that is everywhere, apparently. I saw a TikToker in the UK showing everyone, she's like, we haven't had this much fog for this long and my throat is hurting me. It's been like this for 5 days. Now, I'm in Cali, California love. And the odd part is I have to report there are fogs here. Now, I saw a guy in Oklahoma. He's like, what's going on? We don't get this like this in Oklahoma. I understand there's a little thing called precipitation, which people are saying that's what all this fog is. But why is there global fog? Does anybody know? Can anybody explain it? Now, there was a tsunami warning in Northern California, obviously, because there was a 6.8 earthquake off the coast of Northern Cali. So Portland and Northern California actually have tsunami warnings, which is crazy. What do you patriots think about the fog? I have to admit, I've been waking up and it's been a misty mountain hop. Huh? So what is going on? Is this fog bad for us? My throat is a little bit dry. I don't know. Usually
This seems quite unsettling and it really does not add up. I personally have been under fog and I know how it feels like. It gives that chilly, sensational feeling when you are in it. It's like it's about to rain. It doesn't have any smell, honestly it doesn't. And I think I'm gonna attach a few clips while I was in Congo in the mountains, and probably this is not relevant, but you will see how it looks like and how much I was actually enjoying it. I know it is very dangerous for people that are driving, right? Because that type of weather is very dangerous. You can literally lose it. And for all the people that have been under this weather, lots of them have reported that they could not even see where they were going, and it was super, super scary. And whenever you could open the windows, that bad, weird, smoky, it's not really smoky, it gives different kind of scent, and people did not understand it. And it did not just smell bad, but it also made their throats itch, and lots of people are saying it is making the kids sick. People are getting flus and colds. Others, they're saying that it is even making their bodies weak. And apparently the government is not saying anything. No mainstream is talking about this. So people are like, what is going on? Is this some kind of an attack on us? Is this, I mean, lots of people are like spreading all these conspiracies. But really, it doesn't add up, honestly, when you come to look into it. This end of the year has literally had certain happenings that do not add up. People are already overwhelmed. And then the fog, as much as it probably might be as a result of weather, but we have seen in this end of the year, the aliens, government comes out to confirm aliens are real, they have better technology than us, right? And they have a whole world in the sea. And before people even relax, the drones, we have seen bigger drones and all of that, as much as people have come out to say that it's confirmed that they are really not supernatural or something, they are man-made. So which means someone is using these drones, controlling, spying, or maybe could we assume that some of these drones are the ones they are using to spread this kind? Because I said in the beginning that fog looks different, and when the sun comes, it goes away. Also, have you wondered why it is coming in a period where people are supposed to be celebrating? That means people are not moving anywhere. They're supposed to be indoors. Have you asked yourself that question? Why is it coming in a period when people are not supposed to be, And another thing, it really, really is questionable. I don't want you guys to be scared because you have nothing to worry about, as much as this can be quite unsettling, right? But it's not even in one state. It's not. It's in Illinois, different states of the United States of America. You have seen people in the UK, they are like, this is weird. We are not used to having this. When the sun comes, this thing does not clear up. What in the world is going on? And it's not just the UK, also Canada. Even in Canada, people are reporting these videos. They're like, what is happening? It's not just only in Canada. Just so recent, it was happening even in the UAE, in the Gulf countries. And these happenings really do not make sense. Again, people get overwhelmed with things that happen in the same time frame, because when you look at it, it is the drones, it's the aliens, it's crashing within the same time frame. What is not happening? And also don't forget, just of recent, one radio station in Alabama, Huntsville, Alabama, yes, in the United States of America, was also taken over. So people are wondering, could it be that our enemies are playing games on us and they are trying to do a chemical warfare with us? Because part of the things that people know about that Vladimir Putin guy is very, very good with chemical warfare. And people are wondering, what next? And I'm wondering, if you are watching this, have you experienced this? Did you get that weird smell? And also on Lovely Tea channel, she literally captured particles, pink particles of this so-called fog. That was weird. And there's another lady that showed us her air filter that literally turned black. That is weird. What's going on? And why is it that the government is not saying anything? As much as it probably is part of the climate, whatever, maybe, but shouldn't the government come out and announce to people that there's something unusual that is going on with this weather and the fog? And other people are saying, is the government trying to hide something that is going on in our skies? Lots of people are asking questions like, what is going on with the skies, with all these crashes, with all these things that are happening and we don't even understand it? Also, to make matters worse, these infections that are unknown, apparently there's a flu that is going on in the US and they can't even link to the cause of this. Is this another way of wanting to put more VACCINE in the American bodies or in the bodies of the Western people? What are they trying to do? Are they trying to push the public into another PANDMIC? Like, are they trying to push them in another whatever? And we know what comes out of this, you know, P whatevers, yeah. And the crazy part is, even with the first one, the vax that they gave people do not even work. Now, YouTube is very sensitive. Some of these things I can't even finish them without them being, yeah, right? So, yeah, even the vax they gave to people, they didn't work out. In fact, they caused more issues. And now all of a sudden there's a bug that is infecting people. It's coming out of nowhere, but then there are all these smokes and fog-like stuff and particles people are inhaling. How dangerous is that going to be on the health of the people? Because if they smell like this, because we can't say that it is from maybe the accidents that have been happening in the skies. I mean, for goodness sake. So the one in Poland is going to crash and then it sends all the fragments to US? Like, no. So it doesn't really add up, and I think people are right to ask questions. Far as I know, some of these governments are in alliance, you know, and they work against the people, unfortunately, because you would think that these people would work for people and care for their health that much, but nah. For them, it's all about business. Introduce something new and make sure that at least, you know, you ask people for money. Because, yeah, they're going to be, Anyways, hey, you, my people, are going to let me know. Because with all the respiratory issues, body ache, and kids are getting sick, and, you know, the weird smells, and then all of these things, if you connect them, it only gives you strange. I know it's hard to drive in fog. It's hard. It's not easy. So that makes sense. But the kind of fog that does not give us chilly. Because for the most part, I don't even know. It doesn't give you that chilly feeling of it's about to rain or this is just snow falling. It's totally different. Because if people can even identify that this is fog in a snowy weather. But either way, I don't want you guys to get scared. because that is also conditioning to you guys to be kept in that mode of always fearing and not literally uncertain of what is coming next. You can still stay strong, question things, but do not give in to these fears. No, for sure there's an agenda, a bigger one. But regardless of that, we are resilient, we are strong, and I don't know what the government is doing. But for you that are watching me in the United States of America, let me know what you think, and let me know, has it affected you? And please subscribe to the channel if you have not, and I'll definitely see you in another amazing video. Until then, my name is Gracie. Don't forget to visit Africa in 2025. I love you. Bye.